Behind me you see an ancient waterway, older than most of the people who live in this country right now. Then it was known as Phakamisa, named so by the Khoi people of South Africa because the water was so sweet. But if you look around now, this water really ain't sweet and it's not drinkable. This water is hazardous and it's poisonous. Anyone who steps into this water runs a risk to their health. This morning you would have seen one of us dropped a rock in this water, and what came up looked like oil. But we can do something about it. We're from Organic Water Solutions, and our totally organic approach will cure this river, we are certain of that, and rehabilitate it so that it once again will be sweet. Come with us and we'll show you.
This used to be a river, because I don't think it qualifies as a river and the qualities that we associate with a river anymore. I'm just very glad I don't have to stay in this vicinity, or my kids need to play on the banks of this river. To me, it's really toxic looking and not a pleasant place to be. It impacts not just on nature, but on people and on the health of everybody around here and further downstream. So I do think it's an ecological disaster, and maybe symptomatic of many such other disasters that's taking place all over our lovely country. If you just look at the possibility infection by your coliforms, your E. coli's, those are potentially life-threatening infections. It's complicated to treat the whole system, but the best start would be to start treating the water. Once you've cleaned up the water, all the other things seem to come back in place naturally.
Let me take you to some of our successful sites that we've done in the past.
Marathi is one of the oldest family-owned wine estates in South Africa, and if you look around, it's quite scenic and it's quite historical, and dates back to 1685. It's been in the Melk family since the early 1700s. History and the legacy the Melks has left here is quite important, so that's why we're here and that's what we're trying to preserve. The dam is actually our effluent dam, so that's when all the wine is being made, all the effluent water and all the excess water that you don't use goes down to the water. It's a closed system. Everybody that comes to the farm picking up a bottle of wine, they usually drive down, and next to the dam there's actually two donkeys, and there was ostriches as well, so they stop there. And it's actually, for them, picking up the smell it's almost impossible not to smell it, so they're definitely smelling it. Over quite a long time we had some sludge buildup in the dam. To get that broken down, that's quite effective, was Organic Water Solutions Sludge Buster. That takes away all the organic buildup, and it takes away the smell as well. The sludge was gone, the odors was gone, and all the stuff came back to the dam. It was actually brought back to the more normal state the dam's supposed to look.
Here we are at the Marathi Wine Estate. They've called us in to solve a problem that they have regarding their settlement dam. We're using effluent water cure and sludge buster to solve their problem, and I'm standing in their cellar at the moment. This is the point at which we manually treat the water.
Luke has just shown you how to manually treatment dam, and I'm going to show you our auto dosing unit. We've got a 200-litre tank with our effluent water cure in it, and this is what we use to treat the treatment plant. We've got a pH meter that controls the alkalinity of the whole system with a constant rate, and then we've got an auto dosing unit that treats constantly, and it runs throughout the month, and we just fill it up each end of the month.
We are situated in front of the dam, the Leigh-Ann Wine Estate. This dam that you see behind me is a dam which receives all our effluent water from the winery after it has been treated. The dam is in very good nick. The reason why we got OWS in the first place was to make sure that our water quality going into the dam is of top quality, and that we don't run into any complications feeding from this dam to irrigate our vineyards. Before OWS came in, we had sludge that was forming on the sides of the banks here and in the reed beds, and since this treatment started, it has removed all traces of the sludge. There's a lot of life in the dam. There's birds, a lot of insect life, and the water quality is very healthy and very clear and pure. I highly recommend to everybody that they should use OWS. I can see the quality that's been produced here. I mean, it's an unfair advantage for us when we come fishing in the dam now, because we can spot our fish to cast onto.
Ek het 'n volhoubare landboumaatskappy. Die maatskappy se naam is Kuils. Ons fokus op volhoubare produkte vir landbou, organiese biologiese produkte. Ek self het eers geboer, so ek weet wat in ons riviere en in ons damme aangaan. Ons sit met baie afloopwater van wynkelders en ook selfs in riviere van boere wat oorbesproei. Ek is baie bly dat ek OWS raakgeloop het. Ons is besig tans om 'n kaasfabriek se afloopwater te behandel met hulle produkte wat in 'n boer se dam inloop. Die reuke is al klaar omtrent heeltemal weg en die vette is besig om op te breek. Ek is baie bly dat ek met hulle te doen gekry het en ek is baie gelukkig met hulle produkte en my kliënte is baie gelukkig met hulle produkte.
At the beginning of this DVD, we asked you to come along on a journey with us. We hope that you've enjoyed it as much as we have. You've listened to our two experts and you've heard what they've had to say. You've listened to farmers who are actually, as far as we're concerned, happy with our product. What few people know is the fact that OWS is in partnership with the Khoi Heritage Foundation. It is actually quite sweet in a sense that the indigenous people or their descendants are benefiting from indigenous technology. So, does our product work? I don't think we should answer that question. You should look at results. You've seen nature being happy. We've partnered with nature. And what a better endorsement can we have than the ducks returning?
Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure to introduce Organic Water Solutions to you. We understand your problems and the challenges that you're facing at the moment, and we hope to provide you with the best solution possible, which we know that we have, and we look forward to working with you.